Welcome back to Painlaw. I'm Adam Goldfein. This is Richard Griffin. This is where we give you the information that you need. God forbid you or a family member or a friend is hurt. And sometimes you may be hurt at work.
That's right.
Now, what happens, Richard, legally if someone gets hurt? I fall off my chair, like here at the studio. I slip and I land and I hurt myself.
Right.
Do I have a claim?
You do. In workers' comp, you have a claim. You are entitled, if you get hurt on the job and you are doing your job duties, it's arising out of it in the course of, is the way the statute reads, then you're entitled to 3 benefits. You're entitled to income benefits, which are your lost wages. Okay. You're entitled to your medical treatment, as long as it's with authorized workers' comp doctors. And you're also entitled to permanent partial disability benefits, which are the benefits you get for the impairment rating, the loss of use of part of your body that you might have.
Okay. Well, if I am hurt, how important is it that I act quickly to either record it, report it, file it, the timing? Talk to me about that.
Well, it's critical. You know, if you don't report it immediately, you run the risk of the employer thinking maybe it didn't happen on the job. If you don't seek the medical treatment that you need, you know, if you need emergency treatment, you should get it right then. If you don't need that, but you later need the treatment, let your employer know and get that treatment that you need.
Well, you know, to me it seems that they, you know, anyone watching the show may say, oh, well, it's like filing a medical claim. I mean, they're going to pay what they're supposed to pay. Honestly, I don't need you to file for my reimbursement for my prescriptions or for going for a wellness checkup. Why would I need you for an injury on the job?
Well, you actually do, because the insurance companies are in the business of saying no. Okay. These adjusters oftentimes, they won't reimburse your mileage. They won't pay for the medical treatment, or maybe they don't authorize the MRI that you need or the surgical evaluation. You know, having an attorney means that we're going to get those no's turned to yes.
Okay.
And we do that by sending letters, talking to the adjuster, trying to talk sense into them, and if that doesn't work, we request a hearing, because a judge can order them to do these things. If you don't do that, then you're allowing them to delay. You're allowing them to get away with not paying these things, and the value of the case is going to suffer, and your ability to get better and get back to work is going to be difficult.
So on personal injury, having an attorney enhances the recovery.
Yes.
On workers' compensation, does having an attorney enhance the recovery?
It absolutely does. In fact, in workers' comp, I think a lot of times you don't end up even getting a settlement if you don't have an attorney. There's a value that's very low at the beginning of a workers' comp case when basically the case hasn't been accepted, you haven't started treatment, you're not off work yet. As you get treatment, as they diagnose the injury, as you start receiving benefits, the value starts getting high. You want to settle it. Timing is very important, and you really want to settle it when it's at its greatest value.
What I'd like to do is hear from some of your clients who can attest to the quick settlement that they've received. Take a watch.
And in less than 30 days, the other old lawyer in Bremen took them on right at 3 years, couldn't get a settlement, couldn't get us paid, couldn't get nothing done. The Griffin Law Firm in less than 30 days got us our checks, got us all the money we were owed, even the back money that we were owed, and got us a settlement. Gave me, my wife, and our kids our life back. I can't stress that enough.
Richard, let me ask you a question. If most workers' comp cases start with a no,
yes,
can you give me an example where you've been able to take a no to a yes without this long, drawn-out death match, where you've been able to use your skill sets and your experience and help people, because they don't want to wait a decade.
Right.
They need their money now.
The best example with the video that they just saw, that individual was basically, he was robbed when he was at a gas station. He had another attorney for 4 years, and he didn't get his benefits that needed to be paid. He didn't get his mileage reimbursed. He didn't get the settlement that he desperately needed. He hired our firm, and within 30 days, we got him the settlement that he needed to give, as he said, his family his life back. You know, that's the kind of thing that really makes a difference in people's lives, and it's exciting when we're able to do that.
You know, do you ever have a situation where a workers' comp claim exists in addition to a personal injury claim? Could they both exist in the same, you know, accident?
Absolutely. In fact, an example would be we had a firefighter who was also an EMT. He was on an ambulance ride. He got in a rear-end collision. He had a personal injury case against the negligent driver. He had a workers' comp case because he was on the job when it happened.
So you're able to look at those fact patterns and really address all the different scenarios, because if I settle one, I might, you know, that may have an impact on the other portion of the claim.
It certainly can, and if you don't have an attorney, the workers' comp settlement could even try to subrogate or get their money back out of your personal injury settlement.
So how does that work? Explain that to me. So if I have that case where I'm the ambulance driver, if I'm a truck driver and I have a claim against my workers' comp carrier,
Right.
because I was working on the job, but it was someone else's fault. They ran into me.
Right.
How does it work?
So in workers' comp, you're going to get your medical bills paid, you're going to get your income benefits for your lost wages, and you can even get a settlement. Now, when they pay all those things, they can turn around and say, okay, there was a negligent driver that caused this, so you've got a separate personal injury case. We want to be reimbursed. Having an attorney means that we can negotiate the personal injury case and get a second settlement there, and then negotiate to try to fend off the subrogation claim where that workers' comp company, that insurance company is trying to get back all the money that they spent on the workers' comp claim against your personal injury settlement.
Yeah, I think understanding the nuances, because a lot of people think it's simple, and it is extremely complex. And that's why you really need an expert. You need a law firm that specializes it and understands it and can make the difference. Now, if someone's at home and they've had a case and they want to discuss it with you, would you give them a consultation?
Absolutely. For free, they can call 877-PAINLAW, and I'll talk to them personally about their case. Now, they can also go to 877painlaw.com, and you can submit your Contact Us form, and we can answer those questions as well.
So remember, there's no reason to suffer in pain. Instead, contact Painlaw.
I'm attorney Richard Griffin, the legal expert and co-host of the Painlaw Show. How much is my case worth? This is the #1 question asked by people injured at work or in a car accident. Now you can find out for yourself by using our new settlement calculator at 877painlaw.com. Now, knowing the projected settlement value gives you a goal. Hiring our experienced injury attorneys will help you get there. Call the Griffin Law Firm today at 877-PAIN-LAW or visit us at 877painlaw.com to find out how we can make all the difference in your case. After a car accident, you're faced with many difficult decisions. How can you get the medical treatment or even surgery you need? 877-PAIN-LAW can help. How can you pay your bills when you're too injured to work? 877-PAIN-LAW can help. How can you get the settlement that you need and deserve? 877-PAIN-LAW is the answer. I'm attorney Richard Griffin of the Griffin Law Firm. Call me right now at 877-PAIN-LAW so I can talk to you personally and explain how we can make all the difference in your case.